On for a minute. I'm just gonna, really for now, set this mic up here. Works pretty good. Still a little tired, but just wanted to turn this on for a second. I'm waiting on a few people. A few people already came through. This next guy, he's a bit of a character, really. I think I've been getting like a cold. But just wanted to turn this on for a minute, maybe an hour. Who knows? We'll see. I kind of like this angle over here on the camera. Oh, but just kind of let this go. Wait on this guy to see when he comes in. Should be here in a minute. Like working through a cold. So just waiting on this guy to show up. I figured he'd be here already. It's almost 10. I guess he's going to be right on time. So I have my mic over there. So what's up? Hey, Tony. Yeah, there's always room for new people. I'm just waiting on my next customer, but I appreciate everyone that comes through. There's a lot of regular people, new people. It's all, it's all good. You can come in and when I'm not busy, I try to pay attention to the chat. I think I'm kind of working through a cold right now, but it's all good. But yeah, I appreciate, everyone that comes through and says something really. I have a minute to pay attention, but like I said, this guy's supposed to be here in a minute or two. I don't know. Barbershop. Turn this line. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, I heard he was okay, you think you just want to bring him in here? All right. No, it's a straight. Yeah, it's there's no steps or anything out front. Um, yeah, he would definitely have trouble with that. So we could just clean it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's really up to you. There's time still this week or next week. So you're wanting to maybe wait a few more days or okay. Tuesday. Let me see. Let me check. There's time in the morning and afternoon. So it's really up to you. Hey, what's up? Thanks. Okay, yeah. Hey. Hey, what's up, man? Oh yeah. 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 Mhm. Okay. 10 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, so 10 o'clock on Tuesday. Is that good? Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yep. Yep. Right now I'm just waiting on someone, but yeah, so yeah, well, I'm just waiting. Waiting on someone. That's good. Yeah, I would believe that. Yep, I believe it. Okay. Yep. Tuesday at 10. That'll be good. Hey, you're welcome. See you Tuesday. Yep. Bye. Hey, I appreciate that, Allie. Trying to help some handicapped guy in here, and I'm hoping I'm not getting sick. But yeah, that guy that called, he's broke his hip. So I told him I would go to his house to cut his hair, but I guess he's coming in here. I appreciate you coming through and you know, always making some positive comments. But yeah, I'm about to cut this guy's hair here. Been waiting on him. Hey, what's up? About to cool off.
Yeah.
For a day or two.
Yeah. Didn't wear you a long sleeve shirt today, did you?
I didn't know I had to.
Well, that's it cold.
What they say it was going to be negative, maybe negative 5-10 degrees tomorrow night.
Well, yeah. And more snow.
Yeah. I haven't really checked on that.
Yeah, they said we're supposed to be another 2-3 inches. And it ain't even winter yet.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
That's what gets me. Ain't officially winter.
No. Not for another week or so, huh?
Right. Yeah.
I haven't really checked all that, but.
How long have you been since I've been sitting here? Well, I ain't here about a week ago or two.
Maybe a week or two. Well, I remember it was the day it snowed.
Right.
4 or 5 inches or whatever. So
Right. That's
it's been maybe 2.
my hair grows so fast. Of course, ever since I was 18, I take vitamins, and I guess that helps me, but also helps my hair grow.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Well,
Little vitamin supplement.
yeah, I've been doing vitamins ever since I was 18 years old. I guess that's why I'm still ticking them.
Yeah, you've been on the vitamins that long?
Oh, yes. I'll tell you what, I get up, I eat breakfast, do my vitamins, and
Say your prayers.
yeah.
Like Hulk Hogan said, say your prayers and eat your vitamins.
Well, like Grandpa always said, he said, got up in the morning and he said, or either, go to bed at night. He said, he tell the Lord, he said, well, give me one more day every day. And he tell him that,
He listens.
And he got to be 90, I think it was 96. And he couldn't get around and walk like he used to, and couldn't do things, with his hands, because he was always, he was a carpenter and stuff, and he was like 95 or 96, something like that. He called up each one of us kids in his bedroom on a Saturday, and had a conversation with us and telling us what he wanted, he would like for us to do, and he said, he told me, he said, well, I only own one car. He said, I never owned a house. He said, I raised 9 kids and
9 kids in one car.
And he said, one new car, I guess you would say.
I know.
And then he said, I lived through the Depression, and he said, I just, I done a lot of things in my life. I never got to travel. He said, I was, warms it up quick here, don't it?
Yeah, it does. And it cools off, warms up.
And he said, I never did travel a whole lot. He said, I ain't never had a chance to go see this big wide world that we got. He said, I went to West Virginia and Kentucky. And,
oh, shit.
And he said, I just didn't, venture very far, in my life. And he said, I'm tired. And he said, I always ask the Lord, he said, give me one more day. And he said, he said, after today, he told me a little story about what he thought I should do in life myself, give me some advice, as I was younger. And he said, after today, he said, I'm gonna tell the Lord, he said, I'm ready to come home. And he said, I'm tired. He said, I can't do what I used to do. I can't walk right. And he said, I'm done,
Checking out.
And he said, that's why I have you in here to, tell you what what you should do and stuff. And I went pretty much with what he had told me. He told me he said, you don't need a whole lot of money. He said, just take what you need. And he said, try to buy you a home. And he said, and travel. He said,
Oh, yeah.
And I said, well, okay, and I have, I'm not rich by no means. I got a little money. I got a home.
Well, you're rich to some.
Well, I was born rich. That's my name,
Richie Rich.
And I only ripped my name,
Yeah.
but, he said, yeah, he said, well, he said, I always ask the Lord for one more day. And he said, after today, he said, I'm changing my tune. He said, when I go to bed tonight, he said, I'm going to tell the Lord I'm done, I'm tired, I'm ready to go home. You know, he fell asleep on Saturday night. He never woke up again.
What?
He just passed in his sleep. It was time for him to go, you know.
That'd be the best way to go.
And I thought, wow, what, you know, who does that, you know? That's pretty crazy.
Pass away on your mattress. Be awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't have to sit in an old nursing home. Have to throw your food in the nurses. But yeah, that's yeah. I guess that's the way to go.
Yeah.
That's the way I would like to go. I'm gonna go in an automobile accident, gunshot.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We don't know what's in store for us. We don't know what our future is. Yeah, I got up this morning, I called you. I got one of the big boilers, so I had to go out and throw some wood in it and get the car out of the garage. And I got a little Siamese cat and then another cat. Oh, they like to drove me nuts, so I fed them. I don't own them, they own me. But then I got in the car and I headed down the pike here because I live out between home and Arlington in the country.
Okay.
Across that pike, they call it.
Arthur's Pike or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. And so I started down that way. You know, roads kind of a little slick out there, you know, country roads. And I looked across the fields and there's flashing lights and you can see Davis's truck over there and looked like a truck hit a telephone pole or something there. And had the fire department there. This guy's in his Dodge fire department truck. I'm going down the road and you know, it's all, there's no driveways right there, you know, to turn around. I gotta go on up and, you know, catch a driveway to turn around, you know, I see what was going on. So he slows down and stops in the middle, practically in the middle of the road. And, you know, I can't stop, you know, the roads are slick. And I just went on by. Well, I said, stop. I started, you know, I said, I couldn't answer him, you know, but I was answering him in my own way. I said, you dumbass. I said, goddamn road just looks, how the hell am I going to stop that quick?
It slid right into you.
Yeah. And then I went on up and turned around. So then he was in front of me. He's stopping every car down through there. I just got behind him, blow the hell out of my horn. I said, you dumbass. They can see, you can look out across the field and see that there's, you know.
It's like the volunteer guy? Or?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess. I mean, the chief or he was an older guy. And I thought, you dumbass, we can see across the field and there's, you know, there's flashing lights. We know there's something going on and we got to turn around because there's, you know, a line of cars over there and they can't get through. You know, so I had to go up and turn around. But, he kind of pissed me off because he kept stopping every car in front of him. You know, he was in front of me because I got turned around.
Making sure they stop.
Well, I mean, you know, all they had, it's common sense. You look out across the field, there's, you know, when you see the deer there, you know, you're going to slow down or stop, you know, so he can get out of your way.
Usually.
And, you know, or
everybody does that.
or you're gonna see all the flashing lights, or wrecker and ambulance and fire truck and everything, flashing their lights, cops over there. You can see that out across the field. I mean, we're not dummies out there,
Well,
I guess he thought we'd
we're all
seen it on.
different. We got some dummies out there.
I think he was one. So he had no inkling trying to stop these people. He was yelling at them, and they're trying, they got the brakes on sliding, trying to get stopped, and I just said,
I bet those people, when there's an inch of snow and they're out there having to like get people out of the ditches and stuff, they probably get a little upset. They're like,
Right.
hey, I know this is my job, but can we not?
Yeah.
Can we not drive? That's the way I'd be looking at it. Like, this is our job, but do we really have to do it after an inch of snow?
Yeah.
Can we not keep it on the road?
Going from Arlington to Carthage, we call that Carthage Pike. And then going from Arlington to Homer, we call that Homer Pike. And I lived out there for 17 years. And I never in my life seen so many cars, whether it be raining, whether it be snowing, take out the telephone poles.
It's getting bad.
I mean, I'll bet you, I'll about lay odds on it. In 17 years, I bet they've replaced each one of those poles down through there at least 5 times.
I believe it.
And I mean,
Someone clipped a lot of them. Yeah, they always do. They're out there replacing them after the storms or after.
Yeah, there was never ever a storm that took them down. It was people just
Storms.
not, paying attention what they're doing.
Sliding off the road.
Slide off the road or texting and, let go of the steering wheel and it hit that rock and jerked me into that telephone pole, And I thought, wow, are you kidding me?
That's how they hit me on my bike.
Oh, yeah.
Texting and driving.
Exactly. That's what
What
they
was
did.
that?
That's what they did with me, too.
Some bump in the road. You just kept driving.
Yeah, I was the bump in the road.
Well, that's what I was.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I got hit right up here on my bike, that. They bumped me off the car and rolled on.
Well, mine was on my motorcycle. She turned into me, and unfortunately, when she turned into me, the bike spun sideways, and I didn't lay it down or nothing. I was going down the side of the truck, trying to use my left arm to,
Oh, yeah.
push myself away from the truck, and ended up, and I looked up, and the mirror of the truck was right there. And I took it off on my face.
Mm-hmm.
And she had turned right into me in Texas. And she went up the road about almost 3/4 of a mile and stopped. And after we had pulled off the road, I hear her yelling, "Are you all right?" Well, there was another, he wasn't riding with us, and a couple of motorcycles behind, probably 4 or 5 cars behind me. One of the guys jumped on his bike and turned around and took off up the road towards her. And she was getting ready to leave, and he just reached into the truck and turned it off and snagged the keys out of the ignition. She goes, "Well, what are you doing?" He goes, "Your keys will be up there. You have to go up there and talk to the police officer." And of course, they went and got her.
She made sure if you're all right.
Yeah, she didn't come down there till the policeman drug her down there. Of course, we were already in the ambulance and gone. But, well, did I hurt them people? Well, there was 2 ambulances and they took him away. I would think so.
No, you just hit him with your car. Yeah, I don't know if you heard him.
You just run over top of them, and, it's like my uncle.
So they're still alive. So
My uncle was my dad's brother. Was one of those first recipients in 1965. Had to have open heart surgery at the VA hospital.
wow.
And they gave him open heart surgery. Well, he had to come up and, go to the VA and get checked out, almost every 2 weeks. And he lived down in Evansville. So he'd drive up here and go to the, walk in the VA hospital. And he asked the doctor, he said, well, what do you think? He goes, it ain't gonna be your heart that kills you. He goes, I can tell you that much. He said, you're healthy. And that guy was right. He said, later on in his years, he retired. He got him a motorcycle, and he rode down off of like a little lake house, and he had his motorcycle, and he took off one morning to go into town and whatever he was going to do. He pulled down on one, on a busy highway like 3 or something like that, off of one of the country roads. He started to pull out because he seen his car coming, and he said it was kind of running kind of fast. He said all of a sudden they slowed way down, And he thought, well, I got plenty of time, I'll get out there. So he pulled out, and then she didn't speed up.
Sure.
Run over him, completely over him and the motorcycle. And he was underneath of the car. And he was crawling out from underneath the back of the rear wheel. Behind the wheel, trying to crawl out of there, to get to safety. And then she didn't put it in reverse, run over him, crushed his head, and killed him.
Wow.
I thought, jeez.
What?
Yeah.
When was this? In the 60s?
No, that happened in the 80s.
Okay.
He went in the 60s, he had open heart surgery.
She put it in reverse, huh?
She ran completely over him in the motorcycle, kind of whoop,
Wow.
and then got panicked and threw it in reverse and run over him, crushed him, run over his head and crushed him.
It took care of him.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I kind of stay to myself.
Well, yeah.
I try not to even drive around a whole lot anymore. People run you over.
You never know. You never know. You sure ticket, they're gonna snag you.
I mean, yeah.
So, and you don't know when that is. So.
It's called what? Fate. It's your fate.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta look at. If they didn't die young, that was just their time.
Yeah. Right.
That's the way I look at it. So I lost a lot of family members young. Well, you about needed it, that's for sure.
Well, I woke up looking my husband love in the face in the mirror, and I said, I think you need a haircut, buddy.
Yeah, have time to do it, might as well get it done. That's for sure.
Right.
It's waking up a little bit. It's I don't know if it's the cold or what. Just kind of over the cold already. I have a cold. Here you go.
Old or not?
What is it?
I don't know if that's old or.
Looks like it's just taped together.
Is it? Yeah, it looks like it's taped together. Something different about that. Look at that. It's something different. I mean, you know.
It's been washed a few times.
You think?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, of course this one has too, but
It's got blood on it. No, what's different?
Anyway.
It's not really that old.
Well, your eyes are better than mine.
Yeah.
You know.
So it looks like it's got a little blood stain on it. So you're not trying to give me no blood stain money, are you?
No. I don't do that. I don't need to do that.
Hey, it all spins.
Why, yeah.
As long as there's a
But at least for now.
serial number on, yeah.
Anymore, well, we don't take cash. We got to have a credit card only.
Yeah.
You know, and then the opposite. Well, we don't take credit cards. We take cash only.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna stick to that. Now I'll go back to the barter system before I take cards only.
Yeah.
We'll just do bartering, trading.
Well, sure. Sure.
I'm not gonna do the cards.
Snow slows the people down.
We'll go back to the barter system. Yeah, you never know. This is the holiday.
Well, I mean, you know, it's people
I've already-
like you and I. If the computer went down, we can still calculate, you know,
Yeah.
because
still,
we were taught that in
still
school.
do things. Yeah.
Nowadays, well, they don't even, you know, heck, I've been on the Royal King.
Yeah. They can't count your change.
Well, I went in there one day, I got me a new battery, and it was like $80. And I bought a few other things, and I calculated in my head. But well, you know, this is about real close to $300 of what I'm buying. So I got up to the cash register, and young girl there, you know, and the manager was standing right there. I mean,
Just
she
hanging
was
out
here
there.
and he was there, and she was ringing it up, and he was watching her. And I said, well, how much owe you, hon? $56, sir. Manager looked, he goes, yes, sir. He said, $56. And I thought, you done this. I'll just pay you $56.
Yeah.
I paid $56 and walked out with $300 worth of stuff.
They forgot to ring half of it up.
I don't know what their deal was, but I thought, you know, he's a manager, and if he's that damn stupid, then he should, you know, have to pay for it himself.
Some people are funny.
They are.
Anymore, like I notice a lot if you pay with cash, they just close the register because like they're used to people paying with cards. And then they're trying to figure out how much change they owed you because like
Right.
it cancels the sale.
Yeah.
So you have to,
you give them $100
Give them the
bill.
receipt back.
Well, let me see.
Yeah.
You know, they're going like this, and you say, well, that's exactly, you know, $79.14 is what you owe me. You know, and you know, because you calculated it faster than they did in your head. Oh, okay. And they'll give you your change then, you know.
Yeah, it's I remember they didn't want you to use a calculator or whatever.
Right.
When you were in school.
Yeah. When I was school, there was no calculator when I went to school.
And now it's like
You know, you done it by pencil, or you figured it in your head, and I can calculate. You know, now I can go into the grocery store and just, you know, look at this, look at that, look at this, look at that in my grocery cart, and get up to the cash register, and I know about, oh, well, I'm going to spend $28, $30, you know. And I pretty much hit the nail on the head just by guessing. You know,
that's
a few cents off due to
changed a little bit, but
right.
people are still getting her done.
But now they use calculators, they use computers, and as far as I'm concerned, they're dummies. You know, it's smart to have be on a computer, but you're a dummy otherwise, you know.
Yeah.
Because you can't count to 10.
When you get to the real test, you don't have your calculator with you. you wonder why you failed.
Right.
That's what my daughter was doing. I tried to tell her, you can look all this up online all you want, but when you're in school,
Yeah.
and you're doing it, and then you can't figure out why you didn't pass. That's why.
You got to be that hands-on training.
She figured that out. So
Right.
She's passing now.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. But
most of the kids that I know, they drop out of school at 14, and I ain't going to school.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend, her little niece, she's 13, 14 years old.
Yeah.
And, she, well, what are you doing, you white nigga? And shit like that. And I said, wait a minute. I said, you don't even go to school. I said, who do you call white nigga?
Oh, what? That's just strange. It's weird.
And I said,
she might have more problems than not being in school.
Right. And I thought, you need to go back to school.
Yeah.
Why do I need to go to school? I said, because you're dumbass. I said, you don't know that all you want to do is vape and have that little boyfriend over, I said, you don't really realize, that you got that thing that can get, that you can pop a kid, and you better wake up and smell the roses, or you're going to have a kid at the age of 14 years old.
They will.
And she did. I told her, I said, you're not that smart. Oh, yeah, I'm smart. And I said, well, we're going to see in time. Oh, that's right, I'm pregnant. I said, yeah. And I said, now you got a baby. I said, you can't take care of it because you're not old enough.
So the baby's having a baby.
Exactly. And I thought,
15 years old.
Well, she was 14. 14. I thought, man.
You should be a young grandma.
Oh, I'm telling you. Well, I won't say that I won't see you before Christmas because my hair keeps growing.
So you never know.
So
I'll be here. Even Christmas Eve for a little bit. So if you don't think about it, Christmas Eve, I'll be here, not all day long, but I'll be here at this time anyway.
Right. All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. So
because if this stuff keeps trying to make me a hippie, then I'm going to have to get in and get taken care of.
I'm glad enough people do. There's a guy in here yesterday, and there's people that come in here like every week. And this police officer was in here, and he comes in here like every week, and he was just mentioning it. And that guy, when he left, that old guy was like, I don't know why he would get his hair cut every week. And it's like, I don't know. he works out on the street, with people, and he wants to help me out. I don't know why people want to get their hair cut once a year. No.
Oh, yeah. Well, I used to be able to, back when I was a young kid, I used to be able to sit on my hair. It was so long. And then I got a good construction job, and I said, I got to get it cut because
Look the part.
I said, one, I got to look presentable, and I said, two, I don't want to get my hair caught in a piece of machinery.
That's what I was going to say. I seen a guy being cool, had his ponytail hanging, drilling something, and that's next thing you know, he come in here, his face is all lit up. I guess it walked all the way up his hair and tore his face. It's like, well, that's how it goes.
I was talking to a gal yesterday. She works at Rolls Royce. And, she said, there, you got different machines and lathes and stuff like that. And different people doing different things. And she said, this old boy said he had real long hair and kind of kept it in a ponytail sometimes and then let it hang down and wouldn't get his hair cut. She said, kind of, what do you want to call it, an old hippie, and they come into the new age, and she said he was running his lathe and he bent over and he didn't have his shield on there, because usually you bend over and you look, and the shield's there to guard you,
Took care of his hair.
And she said the lathe was running and the shield was, he didn't pay attention, the shield wasn't there, and he looked over like that. He grabbed that leg, got a hold of his hair. She said it ripped a hole in his hair. Just yanked it right out of the roots.
He's lucky it didn't yank it into the lathe.
Well, yeah. And they said they finally got it stopped in time, you know, because he was yelling and hollering. She said, I never seen so much blood in my life. Said it just tore that part of his head just completely away.
Yeah,
I thought, wow. That's one reason I keep the old short hair.
I gotta cut his hair off. I seen it. Like I said, that power tool or whatever he's using walked right up his ponytail and hang his face up.
Why, sure.
Last time.
It's funny, but it's not funny.
No, it's not funny, but
it's fun, you know.
Hanging down there, you gotta be careful.
Well, if I don't see you before Christmas, have a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, say have a good Christmas, man. Maybe we'll see you before then, though.
Yeah, I never know.
Yeah. Well, I'll be here.
All right.
Yeah.
You have a good day.
See you, man.
We'll get snowed in.
Well, I'll shovel it out if I do. Stay warm.
All right. You too.
See ya. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I'll be in here whenever. I can't even remember when you're coming in. We'll turn this back to today. I don't know. Let's see. But yeah, definitely be here. We're gonna check these times out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I try to get back to the chat when I can. Hey, Allie, I know you come through, and I appreciate you doing that. I wish I could have had a minute to say something a little more positive. What's this guy doing? Didn't know he's going to run into the building. The angle always looks real close, so a lot of times I think I'm about to get my the corner of my building taken out. No, it should be good. But yeah, I appreciate everyone that's really come through. It's been 45 minutes already. Damn. I'll probably stay on here for a minute and then head out. I need to check the message. And so I think it's cool, you know, when people come through here that come in. So we'll see you later. And I try to tell people, you know, if you do stop in and then, you know, check it out or subscribe to this channel, it's not really going to benefit me, but it'll benefit somebody eventually, you know. That's really my plan. I'm not concerned about helping myself out, but I'm hoping to help other people out, you know, through this channel one day. So don't be scared about hitting the subscribe button, because it's not going to benefit me in any way. Don't make that mistake and unsub thinking, man, I don't want to help this guy out. He's not some sexy ass girl or anything. No. We'll get one for you guys so you have something to stare at eventually. But I told myself I might run this for like an hour. So we'll just see. It's already been like 45 minutes. So it'll probably go like an hour, and then at the cleanup, I have someone else coming in. I know no one's made this observation, but I don't put everybody on my live stream just because for one, I don't want every single haircut I do to be live and recorded for other reasons. And sometimes children come in here at different times. So I don't really want to be like this afternoon. There's a handful of children coming in, so obviously I won't be live. Times like that, when I know minors are coming in, I don't put them on the live stream. So I really pick my spots. Sometimes I try to turn this on when I'm not going to be busy. So it's all over the place. Next week, I'm really hoping to, and I'm going to run it by this lady. Because I don't want to put them on here like I'm putting them on the spot. But some people you see, they do this stuff on, like, oh, I'm going to help these people. But there is, every month, there's a group home of disabled people that come in here. And I don't say I have to, but I cut their hair, all in a row. And some people wouldn't be able to do that. So I want to put that on here because I do help people a lot. Like someone mentioned, I try to be a good dude. And when this group home of people come in next week, and I want to be live for that. But I'll run it by their caretaker first, just so she knows. And she's real cool. I don't think she's going to care. But those guys, they're not hard to deal with. But after about an hour and a half or so, like anything, dealing with it, it can be tiring. And I bet a lot of people wouldn't be able to cut their hair all the time, because she's told me it is really, really hard for her to find a person to cut their hair. And I believe it. Some people just can't mentally put up with that. And I really look forward to seeing these guys, because I always think like they don't have much going on. Really. They have nothing going on in their life. They tell you like they look forward to coming in, and like they tell people where they go to get their haircut and stuff. So it's just, I think it's more something they look forward to, and I'm just glad that I can be here to do it, really. But I do appreciate the comments, and like I said, we might just keep this on for another 10, maybe 10 minutes. And go from there. I don't think I'll, if I do turn it back on, it'll be early in the afternoon, because when school gets out, shoot, there's kids coming in. So I don't know how this is about to happen, but it looks like I'm going to make it through. This might be a record. I'm probably going to speak too soon, but it looks like I'm about to make it through. My mic's over here. I don't know why. I put it over here when I was doing that haircut, but it looks like I'm about to make it through this live stream without some weird, strange person in the live chat. So I think that's going to be a record. First time First time that's ever happened. So the still have 10 minutes though, so I can prove myself wrong. I'm gonna let this roll for 10 more minutes, and I wish I could have been over here to interact with the chat, but people understand when you're busy, you're not going to sit there and talk to people. There's a few businesses that I follow on YouTube, and some of those there's like this pizza shop out west that I'll drop in on, and they never say anything to the chat. Like the owner is just in the chat. So yeah, see, I kind of figured I spoke too soon because we got a bunch of dumbasses out here in in the world of the internet. So hey, I appreciate you coming through and making some comment that you think I'm going to interact with. I was just saying though, I think this was going to be the first live chat I didn't have a dumbass in the live chat, but you proved me wrong. We always do. We always have a comedian and maybe a child or a lonely little perv come through. So, yeah, just have a good day. Yeah. And so I guess we'll have to set that record another time. We almost made it through with normal comments, but hey, I get it. I was 13 once. I was never some weird pervert though. So if that's you and you're old, feel bad for you. But I was like 13 one time, and I thought I was funny, and I thought I was really cool. So I get it. You ruined my record. I was going for normal people in the chat. Normal people in the chat. Glad to see you're not a normal person. And I always point to right here. Look up here. AI is going to pass a lot of you people. I mean, it's not going to blow past me, but AI is going to leave you in the dust, buddy. AI is about to evolve further than some of these people. They're not going to evolve further than me because I'm going to stay ahead of that curve. I think that's why Allie likes me so much. I bring her along on the ride. But some of you people, I do feel bad for you. Yeah. Because you're going to be talking to like those sex robot dolls and stuff here in the future, buddy. Like she reminds me of a real woman. That's all that matters. But I think I'm gonna let this hit an hour and shut it off. Ooh. Yeah, I'm about to go. Well, not go to lunch yet, but clean up and then go to lunch. Usually clean in the morning and then clean the floor again at the end of the day. Try not to go overboard with it, but you got to keep things straightened up. In case you get like an estate, like inspector that comes in, they do come by, not too often, but usually if you have everything cleaned up and don't have hair all over the stuff you use, you usually pass. They don't care if there's hair on the floor or anything like that. They just don't want it to be on the equipment you use, so you usually pass inspections if they come in. They've come in here a couple times. Just one time though, they came in because I had to renew my license and it had expired. I didn't know it. So after it expired, they have to come in and inspect. So I try not to do that anymore. Don't want my license to expire because you have to wait on somebody to come in and inspect your place. But yeah, like I was just saying, we almost made it through the hour with fairly normal people in the live chat. But damn, there's always got to be that one joking ass, no life having ass person that comes through. I get it. What I always kind of say is, man, I hope you can improve your life. Work on your life. I mean, if all you do is come through and make dumbass comments on people's live streams, you have issues. You really do. I'm no psychologist, but I do know that. Because I might pop in on a random person's live stream, but I'm like, hey, how's it going? Normal, normal stuff. What are you doing today? I'm gonna be a normal person. It's easy. It's very easy to do. Where are you from? Those are things you say when you come in a live stream. You don't say, hey, can you say I love gay porn? Like, I know we're probably children or we're lifeless, troll-like creatures, but everybody's different, so. I'll probably just stay on here for another minute so I can clean and get ready to go. Well, go to lunch. I'll be back. Kind of like the Terminator. It's going to take a lot of bullets whizzing my way to keep me out of here and out of here. So going to have to dip me in that melting into that lava, and I still might come back up out of there. It's still alive. We didn't run him off. Damn. But yeah, I was just going to wait till an hour, really, and shut this off so I get this place straightened up. Usually like clean before I go to lunch. Yeah. I bet I would, just like it'd be all silver and gold would be left. Yeah, what's up, man? I was just saying I almost made it through my my stream here without any weird random comments, but we got one. You're always going to get one. But yeah, I think I'd come out of there golden. No, like you, hunting for gold on the brain. But yeah, appreciate you coming through. I was just finishing up the morning. I'm probably getting ready to clean and go to lunch, really. Just kind of like positive thoughts. Sometimes you wonder if people think their comments are going to affect you or something. Yeah. Well, true. Yeah, that's right. Try to make the day a little bit more golden. That's why I turned this on when I was finishing up a couple people earlier, and I think I'm getting like a cold or something. I'm getting like sick, but I haven't been feeling greatest, so I'm just kind of chilling. Getting ready to go grab something to eat. Yeah, it would be pretty sweet. That would be rough, though. A rough occupation for, I don't know. I don't know if you would find much gold around here. You'd have to really know where to look. Even up in Alaska, it seems like they have some issues. There used to be people down south here that set up camp and did some prospecting. Yeah. It would be a fun hobby. I kind of wonder if you'd have to dig. Even in these streams here, if you found one that was flowing north to south and found some drop-offs like in the stream, I wonder if you'd have to dig down in it. Because isn't that what they say around here? You got to find like some streams with some falls, and they have to be like basically running north to south. Barbershop. Yeah, definitely. Let me see. Tuesday or Wednesday. It's up to you. Okay. Either day. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. So Tuesday at 4 for just your boys there, or okay. All right. Yep, that'll work. Grand. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be good. You think morning or afternoon? Yeah, so you can come by at 4 a.m., but I don't know if I'll be here yet. No, I'm just kidding. About 9:30. Yeah, there's someone coming in there. So I mean at 9:30, yeah, that'll work. Wednesday, 9:30. Yeah, if that's good, that should work, Jason. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week there. And I have them down for 4 Tuesday. That's good. All right. Yep. Sounds good, man. I appreciate you calling, and we'll see you then. 3, 4, 5. Well, have a good day, man. All right. Thanks. Bye. I think he was trying to come in at 4 in the morning. No. Looking at his schedule. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Next week, it's got to be better. That's what you do when you have an off day. Look forward. Kind of like a Christmas tradition. Everyone comes in closer to the holiday. But yeah, I think there's a way to find it. That would be cool as shit to actually get out in somewhere, and even if you found a little bit of gold, like some flakes in the water, like, or a piece trapped down in the bedrock or something, that would be pretty cool. Or some other type of I don't know. I don't think they have much of that around here. Other stones. But yeah, I let this run for a while. I'm probably getting ready to time this. Where's my got phones everywhere, just not one in front of me at the time. Yeah. So I guess I picked a good day to get sick. Graham. That's not bad. Yeah, it'd be worth it. I mean, I just keep it at that point. Damn, I need a drink or something. Jeez. But yeah, I just remember you used to drive by this little gold prospecting setup. It was like down south though, in like southern Indiana. And I don't know if they had much luck, but they were out there for a while. So you figure they must have been trying to get on to something, because they were out there for like a whole summer. But they would, you'd see them and they kept moving. My cousin lived down there. It's not southern Indiana, but south of Columbus. He's getting there. And they were in some streams and some rivers down in there. That's the whole thing. You don't know where to go here. It wouldn't be worth it at all if you followed somebody, followed up in their spot. They done dug out, or prospected. Damn. 1 gram's worth 14. It'd be like that that show, that Married with Children episode. They're mining that fucking fake gold claim. That shit's hilarious. I was watching that the other day. Well, Al's out there getting the gold fever. Man, I think I might have to go get some Dayquil, cough drops, and come back. Oh, man. So, yeah, thanks for stopping in for sure, man. Hopefully you had a good trip back to the house. I'm either getting sick or fucking, I don't know, feeling like crap. So I need to go. This afternoon is going to be busier. Hey, how you doing? Yep. I don't know if you've seen when I messaged you and said I'm gonna go live, but yeah, this is my shop here. So we'll kind of take a walk around. How are you doing? I'm about to go to lunch, but when I got here this morning, I had to clear out some snow. Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming in. But yeah, I had to come out here and clear the parking lot. Say, I'm thinking it probably doesn't snow too much where you're at, but I don't know. Does it snow where you are? No, this is just my barbershop. No. So this is my office. And my office, kitchen. No, I don't use the microwave there. I'm against the microwaves. But no, this is just my shop here. So I need to clean and actually go home for a minute. But yeah, thanks for coming in. See, this is so I usually use this chair, and then this chair my grandma she used. But yeah, I mean, it has its has some nice spots. I mean, I was checking out where you're from, and it looks pretty beautiful as well. I mean, it's not a very good view. I was telling someone yesterday that restaurant is a restaurant like right here. I worked there when I was like 15. It's like a pizza. You can almost see the sign. It's like a pizza restaurant. Oh, looks like you got a customer. Damn. But so that was like my first job. It's kind of crazy because that was my first job right over there, and I work and I own this place. Yeah, so that's actually that guy's house there. He's the pastor of the church. The church I go to is that's where he lives. So that's kind of like my house. Well, that's not my house, but my house looks like that one, just a little bit. So yeah, I mean, everywhere is a little different, but that's over here across the street. It's like the fire department over there. Looks like bay number 5. So that's the fire 6. Damn, how many do you have over there? And yeah. So it's snowing this morning. Not much, but enough to had to move it. Turn this off. It's loud. So yeah, just had to kind of clear my parking lot. Yeah. So it's nice to see maybe for you. What? Oh, okay. I thought you meant snow. But yeah. So this is it's a nice little area. I mean, it's funny because basically all around here are customers. Like the people that live there, they come in and get their hair cut. The people that live in that house right there, they come in, and pretty much everyone around here, those people come in. I don't want to be looking in his window. He might be I won't catch him on camera or nothing. But gotcha. The invasion of privacy. But no, I'm actually getting ready to go. I'm gonna clean up, and I guess I'm gonna answer the phone. But I'm gonna barbershop. Hey, I'm doing good. What's up? Hey, yeah. Yep. Tuesday, I'm sure you can. Let me just double check. Tuesday. Yeah, I mean, that'll work. Tuesday. Okay. Yep. That sounds good, Jim. Hey, you're welcome. We'll see you then. Yep. Bye. Hey, thanks for thanks for coming through, and yeah, say it's probably getting late. So, hey, good night. And talk to you later. But yeah, I'm probably getting ready to end this too. So I'm get ready to go to lunch. So just get ready to go out here. But hey, it was good to talk to you. And give me a sec. Got all my damn gloves. Shit. Oh. So next week is going to be busier by the looks of it. But that's the way it goes. I don't know if you're still in here, man, but I kind of look at this as sometimes when it gets busy, or no. Oh, I'm tired. Sometimes when it's not too busy, I look at it as like gambling in a way. You never really lose, but some days you might not like win a whole lot, but you're not going to lose. So that's one good part about it. And this afternoon, what's that? It's pretty full. This morning was like average. So every day is different. And the days that are really busy make up for a slower time you may have. So been doing this since I was a teenager and just kind of used to it, really. So you don't win them all. But yeah, I'm about to just cut this out right now and get ready to go to lunch. So, hey, I'll talk to everyone later. Hopefully, you can have a good day and get some sleep.